Hi, I'm Burbach, and I'm on a quest to farm 100,000 gold so I can buy Warglaives in TBC Anniversary. But today's episode isn't about me. No, it's about fellow guildmate Elven, who seeks to open the gates of the Ahn'Qiraj by assembling the Scepter of the Shifting Sands and banging the Scarab gong. And he's not alone. Big Mud is doing everything we can to help him achieve his goal. But will we farm enough carapace fragments? Will we have the grit to slug it out in the hives? And can we get it all done before Matt pisses off the entire server?
130-pound sopping wet, greasy-ass forehead, no bitches.
Find out in this episode of Road to Warglaives, the Elven Scarab Lord. There can only be one. Elven takes the lopped-off head of the Broodlord, and the race is on. In order to proceed, Elven will have to get chummy with the brood of Nozdormu, and they hate his guts. To do it, we'll have to kill these bugs, in these caves, in these hives. The hives are swarming, and the competition is fierce. Big Mud picks a cave in the southernmost tip of Hive Regal, and the first hour of farming is chaos. Elven's got to tag each individual bug in order for it to drop carapace fragments. Now on night one, we have enough manpower to cover every spawn in the cave.
Oh, I just missed that one.
The spawns are contested, but for every one we miss, we gain 3. But we need to get that first deputy. Elven is running around with his hair on fire. One final mob gives us a big fat +4, just in time for us to get cleared out of our cave.
Res here and get the deputy, like the spirit res.
And our first deputy would be Helix.
This guy's my spot.
We returned to our cave, but there were some new visitors. Members of the guild Car with Flames had posted up in the burrower spots. Soon after, another member of Car with Flames ran into our cave. And then something peculiar happened.
There's a huge group coming towards you guys right now.
Oh, they're coming, they're coming.
Iron Wolf Clan came back and wiped us again.
And more coming in, more coming in.
There's like 40 of them.
But not every horde out in Hive Regal was part of Iron Wolf Clan. Here we encountered a scout from the Orenthal, and whoever this guy was. Now by this point in the night, the only other guild in our cave was Car with Flames. Eventually I found myself duking it out with I-Click-Sumi for the burrower spawn. And I don't think this guy was actually a clicker. He was actually pretty good at tagging. The burrower spawns are valuable because they can spawn every 2 minutes, whereas the other bugs in the cave spawn every 12 minutes.
Horde's coming.
And the horde were back. But this time, we would regroup in the main cave and meet them head on.
Oh, we
Nice.
blew up that fucking shaman.
Oh yeah.
I'm on their backline right now. I got a big AoE fear.
Don't let them,
Kill the
don't
priest, kill
set
the
up
priest,
for
kill the priest.
sappers. Don't set up for sappers.
He's one shot, he blocked this bitch.
How many are up still?
They're getting kind of low.
Yeah, they're getting fucked up, they're getting fucked up.
You want him to sapper?
Fuck my badge.
I need, on me. 6% HP.
Blow his head off. You see that? You see that, Burback? Okay, everyone get back to your positions for tags.
And as I did that, I was astonished to see that I-Click-Sumi was still here. A group of 10 horde had just rolled past him, only targeting members of Big Mud. Something was amiss. But finally, it was my turn to be deputized. I always wanted to be a sheriff. Now eventually, I-Click-Sumi would be replaced by his mage buddy, Zetlon. And this guy was on another level. There was no way my tags could compete with his fire blast. So I went to the other burrower spawn and I found my old competition. And I don't know, maybe this guy is a clicker. At least with him, I can compete for tags. That is, until the one and only DMT vendor shows up, and this guy's got my number. I have to explore some of the other caves around Hive Regal, but I find the same thing. They're all filled with Car with Flames. But if you can't beat them, well, kill them while they're MC'd.
Kill him! Burback, get him! For the content! Yes!
Nice.
Keep blowing them up.
But that just pissed them off.
Horde.
Yeah, they're with Car on Flames.
Yeah, it's literally them on their ults.
Oh, that's a lot.
We are cooked.
Oh, that's a lot of them. Oh, that's a lot of them.
30 of them.
And by now, it was apparent that this was not Big Mud's cave. It was Car with Flames' cave. And it was time for us to leave. Day 2 would be our first full day in the bug caves. And with only 10% of the carapace fragments needed farmed up, we had a long way to go. In the morning, we tried the western caves of Hive Regal. Helix, Rubix, and I held the outer burrower spawns uncontested, and we were working well together.
I'm pulling to you, Burback.
Alright, I'm coming.
Now, some of us had slept, but some of us hadn't. There was only one thing on our minds: killing bugs. But the banter was good.
I think I beat you on that one, Burback.
Yeah, I was asleep a little bit.
Can we get one to help summon?
I wasn't.
Do you want to go mid?
Oh!
Wherever.
But this was some of the easiest farming we'd had yet. You know what they say, the early bird gets the worm. At least until this scumbag ganked me. I didn't have any blind powder to reset the fight, but Helix had my back.
He's dead, Burback. Don't worry about it. He's 1 HP. He's dead. Get fucked.
Now back in my post, this burrower drops a Mage Flame Cloak. Nothing to write home about, but kinda cool. Now as the morning wore on, we had our horde friends from Cursive join us in our cave. The arrangement was simple. They would kill our rats and we would kill theirs. And this was working well for Big Mud. They were keeping the hives clear for us. But as the morning wore on, more and more rats poured in. And soon my position was encroached on. Now Cursive was doing their best to keep the cave clear. But mistakes were made. And that's alright. I'm not one to hold a grudge. In the 3 hours I'd been at this spot, I'd already farmed 170 carapace. Not bad. But by noon, the chill farm was over. Cursive was overwhelmed, and it was back to fighting for tags. Our friends at Cursive had moved from Hive Regal long ago.
They said they're at Zora right now.
So we decided to follow them to the smaller Hive Zora. First, we tried the southern cave.
Okay, let's see if there's people in these caves, because if there's not, this would be crazy. I don't see anyone in this cave right here.
That's what they want you to think. We're here with Wood Department. Press W. We probably came to the wrong cave.
There's only like 4 or 5 people in here.
I don't feel like it's them that we got to worry about. I feel like it's the people they're going to bring.
And it seemed too good to be true. An uncontested cave at noon in Hive Zora? Well, we found out.
Oh, horde coming in. Oh, shit.
I was going to go deal with them right now.
I might need a hand, brother.
Oh, nice. A blue sapphire. Next, I went to the East Cave. I found a tunneler spawn, and I just camped it. I did such a good job camping it that everyone left me alone. Which left me vulnerable to ganks, but hey.
Way the road, buddy.
Now I can handle the tunneler on my own, but when the wasp spawn, I mess so well. Now luckily, my good bud Dirtbringer shows up. With his help, we're able to get every spawn in this big room, and Derp and I are churning out bug parts. Now all afternoon, the main group had been struggling with Horde in the Zora Hive, and now they were starting to spill into our cave. Derp and I engaged with the rogue priest, but it wasn't going so well for us. I'm controlled, but Derp's getting mana burned. With his dying gasp, Derp casts Lay on Hands, which allows me to panic run into these wasps, but it buys me the time I need to send in the cavalry, and justice will be brought for Dirtbringer. All of it.
Horde.
Oh, that's a lot of horde.
It's unwinnable.
Turns out Derp and I merely encountered the scouting party. The Iron Wolf train was back. We regrouped and cleared out our cave.
I think we run this cave.
Yeah, we do.
The group would coalesce in the eastern cave in Hive Zora, where Derp and I had spent many productive hours so far. Now Blackwing Lair was resetting every day during the Scarab Lord event, so Big Mud took a detour to Blackrock Spire to blast a quick Nefarian. And we're glad we did.
I really
Ask Candy. Ask Candy. Ask Candy. Ask Candy.
It was the guild's first ass candy, and it would go to Helix. Looking good. After raid, we went back to Hive Regal with our larger group. Just like the first night, we would post up in the southern cave. Now we were slowly starting to lose our minds in the bug caves.
I saved the first ugly dick pic and I sent it to a friend and I thought, oh shit, wrong person, my bad. And he never replied.
And it didn't help that we kept losing our momentum to large groups of Horde. Eventually Matt snapped and stopped farming bug parts altogether, just to teabag this orc warlock from Iron Wolf clan.
I gotta stay and teabag him for 6 minutes until his soulstone expires.
I wonder how long until they respond.
Oh, there's a billion of them up there. This isn't good.
100,000. They're so mad I teabagged his buddy for 15 minutes straight. Oh my god, they brought their whole fucking team. Oh no. I've been off a little more than we could chew, boys.
Oh yeah,
They got me all targeted. They all have me targeted. They're so mad. Oh no, it's over. Oh no, they are so unhappy. No way, that's crazy.
That's fucking funny.
He's teabagging me! No fucking way, they're all teabagging me. There's no fucking way. They're all teabagging me. No!
This is hilarious, dude.
No!
And that would end day 2 in the bug caves. Now 2 days into the bug farm, it wasn't looking so good. We only had about 20% of the carapace needed to secure a Scarab Lord. Regal started off sleepy, but it didn't take long for the competition to show up. After 2 frustrating days, we knew something had to change. On day 3, we decided to stake out Hive HOTS. Maybe it could give us what Regal and Zora could not. We were optimistic, and spirits were high.
Elden, I have a gift. I have a gift for you, brother.
You have a gift?
God, I hope it's like 30,000 bug parts.
Jesus Christ.
God, I hope it's 200,000 gold worth of bug parts.
Now, part of the backbone of our Hive HOTS strategy was Hive Queen Heli. Heli was posted up in the southwestern cave of Hive HOTS, and every so often she would belch out a mudling. And it finally felt like we were hitting our stride. Big Mud was competing for just about every 2-minute worker spawn in Hive HOTS, and the bug parts were rolling in. Now, as the day wore on, we started to get creative with how to push competitors off the bug spawns.
Go ahead and sap them. Sap them, I'll clean
Alright,
them. The spelling?
No way.
The spelling?
We're all getting
Okay, I got
man-made,
everything.
it's
You ready?
over.
You ready? Start.
Oh, I love it so much! Oh,
Keep it going,
this
keep it
is
going.
fucking legendary! Oh, man!
I'm
Don't kill
Mana
Demon
Potter.
Dagger.
Nice. No, this is us. No, I'm sapped.
Oh my
That was Will.
This guy's got a
I
rope.
watched him do it.
Matt and Dirtbringer brought their horde ults to the Hive, and we started messing with the Alliance a little bit. It was definitely good entertainment over the monotony that is farming bug parts. And we didn't quite have control over the northern cave in Hive HOTS. This cave was held loosely by
Oh,
Prince
dude. This is the guild name. They're pieces of shit.
and he lives to spend the next several hours talking trash with Zach Wolf. Dude. Honestly, on the previous days, this is what we were missing. The MVP of day 3 was General Chat.
I'm gonna take this dude's tag and then not kill it and talk shit to him.
The trash talk was glorious. Now, some of their taggers were actually pretty good. Gorgorath beat me almost every time, but the consensus was clear.
What a change.
Oh, there is then.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yesterday was brutal.
We were having a good day.
Big Mud helped pay for Diddy's lawyer fees.
Hive HOTS was definitely for the smaller guilds. The best people could do here was talk trash to us rather than pay Iron Wolf Clan or Squawk to smoke us out.
Yeah, we got a horde team pulling up on us.
Some horde had rolled up in the north cave, so a couple of us went to take back control. From the outside of the cave, it was hard to tell how many were there. It didn't look like much, and for a while, some of us were able to infiltrate the cave and get tags. But that wouldn't last long. The Orenthal were here to take their cave, and it was kill on sight for them. With their spy, they knew we were here, and there were flares everywhere. This cave was full of horde. The Orenthal were about 20 strong, and if they decided to wage war, we would be in trouble. Big Mud mounts an offensive to take back the outdoor worker spawns. Matt charges in, knowing backup is nearby. I open the warriors zugging hard so Matt can finish the hunter Yoey 3. We pile these two with ease, but seasoned vet charges me, wielding a sword and board, and pops a fat to stall for time.
The whole group's coming out. We gotta go.
And the Orenthal come pouring out of their cave. With their reinforcements, our push shatters.
They have plenty of horde people right there.
We might just have to accept that loss.
Our dominance of HOTS was over, and we would have to share with the Orenthal. I stood sentry over our position to warn of any impending attacks, and come they did. But their attack was blunted just as easily as ours was. We were at a standstill. Our general chat full of trash talk was replaced by this no man's land. And anything that happened up there? Well, not my business. But you can't stay enemies forever. Butterdubs and I start sending each other smoke signals, and and we agree to meet in the middle of no man's land by way of role-play walking. We even form ranks to get a Scarab Lord 2025 group photo. We had a truce with the Orenthal. They would hold the north, we would hold the south, and they would have safe passage through our territory to Cenarian Hold. The rest of the night was uneventful, but we did have fun.
I'm mind controlling, I'm mind controlling.
Mind control.
Uh-oh.
Kill him, boys. Alliance, yeah!
Nice recklessness, dork.
Nice recklessness, fine.
Almost halfway there. Big Mud made a lot of progress on day 3, and we were going to make day 4 even better. But the path was clear. Hive Ashi was the play. We had more bug spawns here than we knew what to do with. We were a bit understaffed though, and Derp had to take off from PvP duties to help me kill bugs. Now Thug Rich from Set Sail didn't like that, and he and his homie jumped Derp. Jokingly, I tell them to leave Derp alone, and they're actually receptive. Turns out they were doing something similar with their mage, Hero Killer. We agree to an alliance. The top part of She will belong to Big Mud and Set Sail.
I gotta go mow my lawn here soon if somebody else gets on.
The reality of farming Scarab Lord in 2025. Now She was swarming with alliance Indo farmers, and Derp and Hero Killer were the exterminators. They were creating quite the pile of corpses. One of the Indo farmers gave me a panicked whisper. I told him to get lost. Oh, guess I'm getting sent to Blizzard jail. There was plenty of small skirmish PvP on day 4 as well. Thug Rich and his boys were running around She, picking fights with any horde they could. The Hunter Frawlia gets the best of Thug Rich, but I get the revenge kill. I quickly got a duck and cover when his pal Naso Dingo shows up, and I see the ghost of Thug Rich off in the distance. I open Naso Dingo, and Thug Rich follows up, and we ice this fool. We have full control of this hive. But in the afternoon, the true sweats came out, and I was starting to lose tags. I asked for help.
Yeah, my cave is uncontested. Come switch with me, Burbank.
Yeah, I can try.
Helix would give me the cave to the southwest. He would go back to my spot and push the Jajas out. He was our best tagger, and he pretty much beat out everyone. In general, chat was pretty sleepy, so he was trash-talking us instead.
I can get this easy.
If you lose one,
I won't lose one.
I'm blocking you forever.
Otherwise, it was pretty quiet. We held down She for the rest of the day. I spent most of it in the southern cave, and this was Big Mud's biggest yielding day. I gave Elven 630 carapace from day 4, and I know there were people who gave way more. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Day 5 would start out at the top of the Ashi Plateau, just like day 4. But time was running out. The war effort was near completion, and we had to finish the bug farm soon. With our limited personnel, we were min-maxing the bug spawns we could get. We had more than enough spawns to share, so we cleared out the northern cave for our buddies in Cursive. They would hold the inside, and we would hold the outside. I would stick around and make sure the cave was clear of rats. And this straight PvP was some of the most fun I had during the bug farm. Here a rogue opens me and blinds me out of his stun lock, but he doesn't wait out his stun diminishing returns, and I answer with my own blind. I open with a cheap shot, into a gouge, into a full kidney. From there I dispatch him with a cold blood eviscerate. There was plenty of work to be done, and I was the executioner. After all, Cursive had been good to us, and we wanted to help him out. Who am I kidding? I'm just here for the ore. But as the morning wore on, the problem wasn't the horde rats, it was the alliance. There was nothing more I could do for Cursive, so I took my leave and rejoined the main group in Hive Regal, and the team was deliberating on next moves.
You want to get out of this phase as fast as you can, because you don't want to be griefed on green dragons.
Time was running out, we were starting to get nervous. Elven had also given a 2-minute burrow respawn to Cursive.
Wait, why are we giving him a burrower?
What complicated matters was we were fighting tooth and nail to keep this cave.
Come to the front of the cave, come to the front of the cave, please help us.
George, go, just kill the fucking mage, kill the mage, just fucking kill this guy, he's stupid.
Like, we're having to fight for our lives for that guy to fucking sit on 50% of the healing.
We need to tell him to leave the inside of the cave.
You've got to fucking be selfish here, or you're not gonna complete it.
You have You have like 30 people in our guild working for you, and you're hindering our progress
I'm
right
not
now.
fucking farming 10% longer for this fucking guy to get a barrel.
Suffice to say, tensions were high and it was an unpopular decision. Our defenses were constantly being probed. And with a heavy heart, Elven asked Cursive to leave.
Look, I'm a little bit too mean and you're a little bit too nice. It's okay.
The problem was the outside of Regal was completely Horde dominated, and just holding on to our cave was a struggle. But the pressure let up, and we were able to expand outdoors. But every expansion needed multiple members. Out in Regal, you traded the Jajas for the Zugs. Eventually we got bold and expanded our operations to the east and west cave in Regal.
We got Horde coming in.
And that expansion was a mistake. Every time we spread ourselves too thin, the main cave would get wiped. So we grouped up with a smattering of other alliance guilds, which gave us the numbers we needed to compete in Hive Regal. We were in the end game.
We are at 39,300. We are 1,600 short.
It's 5,444 gold. I can buy it.
Do it.
Go try to buy 2,000. We'll keep farming until then.
The plan was set. It was almost over. The farm would end in the same place where it all began, the southern cave of Hive Regal.
How many did we have to buy?
A lot. Like 10,000 in total?
We were glad we did, because we were tired of killing bugs.
I literally have no arrows.
We were exhausted and our supplies were running low.
You got your cooldowns?
Nope. It was just Rubik's, Helix, and I in the X room. And finally, the call was made.
Oh, gentlemen.
Our farm was over. Elven would be neutral with the brood of Nozdormu, and the guild lined up for the final turn-in.
Okay, someone didn't fucking trade me.
Oh my god, there's no way you let me call that. I'm done.
How many are you missing?
So we went to Hive Ashy, banged out a quick couple of bug parts, and finally, we were done with the bug farm, and Elven was neutral with the brood of Nozdormu. And now the real quest begins. Ahn'Qiraj of the Bronze Dragonflight kicks it off. Ahn'Qiraj was present during the original War of the Shifting Sands thousands of years ago. And it was him and Fandrel Staghelm who sealed the gates of the Ahn'Qiraj. It was also Staghelm who foolishly destroyed the original scepter, shattering it into 3 shards. Elven will have to assist each dragon flight to gain their shard and reassemble the scepter of the Shifting Sands. The red shard is held by Veilstraz the Corrupt of the Red Dragonflight. Elven asks for the shard, but it has been taken by Nefarian, who plans to destroy it. Big Mud stomps through Blackwing Lair post-haste, no world buffs needed. We quickly slay Nefarian, but not all of our heroes make it. Nonetheless, Elven loots the red shard.
Very nice.
The green shard is held by Ahn'Qiraj of the Green Dragonflight. He's confused, but Malfurion's Storm Rage knows how to get him to snap out of it. Elven will need to traverse the 4 emerald portals across Azeroth and slay the Green Dragonkin until they drop fragments of the Nightmare's corruption.
I will.
I guess Oracle
I got fucking with 1 shot.
The dragons are tough and they require a raid group.
You just cheated.
Oh, I got it. Under my trade window. Fuck you. I don't believe you.
Sure enough, after an hour of slaying Dragonkin, Elven had found the Ashenvale Nightmare Fragment. This process would be repeated in Fairless and the Hinterlands. The final Nightmare Fragment would be found in Duskwood. It is held by a raid boss known as the Twilight Corruptor. This boss does a lot of raid damage and requires line of sight mechanics. But Big Mud is not alone. Haz from Ah Dude, Nico from Set Sail, and Elven all loot the final Nightmare Fragment. With the 4 Nightmare Fragments, Keeper Remulos moves into position to summon Ahn'Qiraj, Tyrant of the Dream. We take shelter in Moonglade and Ahn'Qiraj assaults us with phantoms from the Nightmare. Ahn'Qiraj descends and we begin our attack. The Tyrant makes short work of Big Mud's main tank, Matt. He is a formidable foe, but with the help of the Druids of Moonglade, Keeper Remulos, and Tyrande Whisperwind, with the assistance of the guilds Defias Rebels, Aw Dude, Set Sail, and Big Mud, we take him down. and Ahn'Qiraj the Redeemed has the Green Shard, a photo for the ages. Keeper Remulos hands the Green Scepter Shard to Elven. 2 down, 1 to go. The final Scepter Shard lies with the blue dragonflight. Elven approaches the Spirit of Azure Ghost to ask, where is it? Long story short, Azure Ghost gave it to a fish, and Elven will have to build an Arcanite buoy to get it back. Azure Ghost sends us to a kooky gnome in Steamweedle Port named Narain Soothe Fancy. But the schematics for the Arcanite buoy are in Draconic, so we're gonna have to fetch scrying goggles, a 500-pound chicken, and the book Draconic for Dummies to translate it. Narain sends Elven to the Greymane Wall to find his ex-best friend forever, Stuvul, who has the scrying goggles. Unfortunately, Stuvul lost them in the Molten Core, so we'll have to go there and find them. Next, Elven's gonna have to get a 500-pound chicken from Dirge Quickleave, the butcher in Gadgetzan. To do this big mud, we'll need to farm 20 Chimerok Tenderloin. They can be looted from Elite Chimera on the Isle of Dread in Fairless. The spawns on the Chimera are long, so while we wait, we duel for entertainment.
Holy shit, Burback's able to destroy this fucking prot warrior. Wait, Burback, give it to him.
Space him. Do it. Space
Oh my
his
god!
ass.
The restart, the cheap! Burback's blowing up 5-point kidney! Holy fuck, every button! Crippling poison's up. Quirk is in big danger. Big eviscerates! Oh my god, Burback gets caught in the AoE fear. He trinkets! He's got his trinket on! There's just no way! He's stunned for 4 seconds. Bless you, Will. Burback's trying to get his back, and he one-shots it. And banishes for style points. Wow, that's crazy. You flexed on his ass. Don't tell people that.
Elven returns to Dirge and gives him the Tenderloin. In return, he receives the 500-pound chicken and the recipe for Dirge's Kickin' Chimeric Chops. This recipe goes for thousands of gold on Classic Anniversary, so what will he do with it? Well, he gives it to Tanda. Tanda is a friend of the mud. He contributed a large amount of time and gold to the bug farm. Thank you, Tanda. So what does a 500-pound chicken have to do with constructing an Arcanite buoy? As it turns out, nothing. Narain was just hungry. Next, Elven would have to retrieve Narain's Draconic for Dummies. But first he's gotta talk to this mermaid who loves Narain. Elven delivers a love letter from the mermaid to Narain, and she gives him a swim speed buff that allows him to cross the ocean to this abandoned island. Oofda! Just made it. This island is where Narain did most of his work when he was an engineer. A second island lies south of the first island, but there's something strange. A goblin wanders the coast. Elven approaches the dirt pile, but the book is missing. Elven tells Narain the bad news, but he's got a plan to catch the book nappers. Over in Winterspring, Elven puts on a disguise to look like Narain, and then places a bag of gold on the ground, which attracts an airplane. A conspicuous gnome named Dr. Weevil walks out of the airplane towards the bag of gold. He takes the bag of gold, tells Elven he knows who he is, and then summons a giant snow gorilla. Elven and friends dispatch number 2, and back at Narain, Elven tells him that number 2 was working for Dr. Weevil. So we went to his lair on Alcaz Island in Dustwalla Marsh and paid him a visit. Dr. Weevil is a raid boss. After all, he's an evil genius. And all evil geniuses have minions. But Elven and crew take him out. There's just one problem. He only drops chapter 1 of Draconic for Dummies. Dr. Weevil's diary would explain what happened to the rest of the book.
I got in my flying machine and began tearing away at his precious, stupid, dumb-headed book on Draconic. What a show-off. Who reads Draconic? I hate him so much. 8
chapters of Draconic for Dummies were scattered across the winds. Chapters 2 and 3 dropped from Demons in the Tainted Scar and Dark Whisper Gorge. Chapter 5 could be found in the Stormwind Library. Chapter 6 was in Onyxia's Lair. Chapter 7 in Blackwing Lair. Chapter 8 dropped from Ragnaros and the Molten Core. But the 4th chapter was deep in the bowels of the Undercity. The stakes were high and things would get messy, so Elven called in Mud Team 6.
This fucking troll mage is watching us romp down the fucking sewers. We're charging into the city with 10 rogues. And then sneak up on the left side because there's gonna be fuck. He's blind. One shot his ass.
Okay,
a billion jeeps. A billion fucking
No way he
jeeps.
expected that. He saw a noob, he didn't know there was 10 of us.
Get his ass.
Watch out for the pat.
Hello.
Blow his ass up, boys.
We're coming on the right, level 60 mage.
No, no.
Oh,
Coming
back. He's coming back. Auto run.
Boom.
Table in the shop, I think.
Okay, we're gonna protect you. Don't kill any civilians.
Oh,
Pull that guy up!
And with that, Narain had everything he needed to build the Arcanite buoy. And there was one final step. But before that, Elven had a speech for the guild.
I think it's fucking incredible fact that you're already done the whole quest line this early on as a 40-man raid team. The turnout, I honestly originally kind of assumed that it was gonna be maybe 5 people max at a time, but a lot of people showed up and put in a lot of work, and it's kind of blown my mind. Like, you guys are all amazing. I can't thank you all enough. Really, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, everybody.
Yeah, he went active. He's immune to taunt. Watch your threat. Hilda's got it.
Yeah, trank him.
Oh shit.
What the?
Turn. Let's go!
There we go.
There it is.
I gotta admit, I was holding my breath a little bit there.
I was holding my breath a little bit too.
Elven returned to Ahn'Qiraj with the 3 scepter shards, the Wrath of Neptulon for the blue dragonflight, Nefarious' corruption for the red dragonflight, and the champion returns for the green dragonflight, the might of Kalimdor. Few can claim such a title, and Elven is one of them. He signals he is ready and receives the scepter of the shifting sands. And while only one may rise, it takes a village. Big Mud, congratulations on your Scarab Lord. Behold, the Elven Scarab Lord! And that is the tale of the Elven Scarab Lord. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. So what is the price of friendship? After days 1 and 2, I gave Elven 485 carapace fragments valued at 10 gold apiece. At the end of day 3, I gave him 364 fragments valued at 6 gold apiece. At the end of day 4, I gave him 630 fragments, still valued at 6 gold apiece. And on the final day, I gave him 188 fragments valued at about 3.5 gold apiece. That's a total value of 12,938 gold. That's about half of what I got. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Roll credits!
Did I just innervate a bug? Damn it.
I'm 130 pounds sopping wet, greasy ass forehead, no bitches, no 401k, dry ass lips, no income, no earnings. Dog shit player, no Thunder Fury. Yeah, true. CC Elven.
Kill Elven.
Kill him.
Hey,
Kill
Hey.
Scarab Lord.
Whoop his ass for the bit. Kill him for the bit. Kill him for the bit. 7 seconds. Kill him. Nice sappers. Nice sappers.
I still had my DMF.
That's for the
Not
day.
anymore. Bitch.